even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. That life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started to this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Subs. Final Form Subs is a supplement brand for everybody. If you need a multivitamin, I got multivitamins here. You need a multivitamin. If you need creatine, protein powder, organic bars of soap, if you need lifting gear, gym bag, you name it. You need stuff for your hair, your skin, your nails, beauty, personal care, all that stuff, gains, whatever you need, Final Form Subs has it. Go to finalformsubs.com. That's SUPPS, finalformsubs.com. Use promo code COACHDRIP, all caps, no space. Get 10% off your order on supplements and personal care. Enjoy the show. Ladies, gentlemen, people of the ethos, of the ether, of the universe, we're back and we are better. Oh, we are back and we are better. Oh, dude. You know what the worst part about going on vacation is that first day you have to come back and go to work. I've been like
awful.
I've been like vacation hungover all week. Like today I got there and I was so just not feeling it. I was like, I was on campus from 8:30 to 12:30 for 4 hours. And I got a paragraph done of writing. A paragraph.
Sometimes I fall asleep on my work. I'm coming back from vacation. That makes you feel any better. Oh,
man, dude. But mentally, I'm like, you know what? Because I kind of half-assed it this week in terms of like being there mentally. I'm not going to fake it though. I kind of slacked off today and not feeling it because I actually got a lot done on Monday and Tuesday. So I actually got so much done on Monday and Tuesday. Like yesterday, I got stuff done. Today, I just wasn't feeling it. But I did get a lot done this week. So it's not like I wasn't working. It's just I went so hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today, I'm just like, I've done enough. I can low-key slack off. I'm just not feeling it mentally. So, and I'm ready for the weekend. So I'm going to just kind of tomorrow just take a mental day and then just get ready to go back in full swing on Monday. Protein shakes powered by Final Form Subs.
I didn't know if you could hear the cat meowing.
No, I could not. Kitty. Oh, man. Mark, I got a question for you. Who? All right, this is the argument I got into with one of my friends in a different group message. Who are you? Who's better? Individual basketball player, Dirk Nowitzki or Jokic? Nikola Jokic.
Jokic.
Really? You're taking Jokic over Dirk?
I just think. Well, yeah, I think Jokic can play all 5 positions.
I mean, I wouldn't say all that. He's a point center. He can't play all 5.
I mean, he can bring the ball up if he wanted to, and he's done it before.
Yeah, that I would give him, but
Dirk can't do that. That's the only edge I give him.
But you think that's because of that only edge, you think he's better?
Yeah, I mean, because he can play multiple positions. Dirk's a 3 or a 4. Really a 4.
Dirk's a 4. He's a 4 or 5.
I know, but he used to play. He played in situations where he played as a 3, but
that's multiple positions.
Yeah, but Jokic can play 1 through 5, man.
No, he can't. He can play 1 or 5.
He can shoot it. He can
Well,
facilitate.
Hold up. We talk about shooting.
Dirk's
a better shooter than Jokic.
I never said Dirk wasn't a better shooter. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you said
Jokic can do that too.
Yeah, but Dirk does it better.
I understand that, but that's one facet of the game. He handles the ball better. He's better in the paint than Dirk.
No, whoa. I don't think so. I think in the paint, it's negated. It's negated. I think in the paint, it's so close. Like, that one's evened out. Dirk, low post? Come on, bro. Low post, corner fadeaway?
Well, okay.
short wing.
I'm not talking about corner fades. I'm talking about bully ball down low in the post.
Yeah.
Jokic's got that.
Oh, I think people are prisoners of the moment right now. I think we really forget what Dirk did. He's scored on all three levels in the paint.
I don't forget what Dirk did. He was phenomenal. He's one of the best power forwards to ever play the game.
But my point is,
he single-handedly brought them a championship over the Heat and LeBron and them in LeBron's first year. I mean, he did it. I mean, that was Dirk went crazy in that series.
Now, all I'm saying is, the only point I was making is you said Jokic is a shooter as if that's an argument for Jokic. And I'm just saying you can't bring that up because –
No, I'm just saying Jokic can shoot on par with Dirk. Maybe Dirk's a little bit better of a shooter.
It's not on par though.
But it's close. It's not a huge
But if we're sizing them up, you're giving shooting to I get what you're saying, but if we're sizing them up, you're gonna give shooting to Dirk.
Correct.
You can give the paint stuff that's negated. Like those just say that's neutral. Yes, ball handling. I mean, I don't even know.
And passing.
I'll give Jokic passing.
Jokic, I bet if you look at stat-wise, he's probably a better defender than Dirk.
No.
You don't think so?
No, he's not.
Jokic shot blocker, rebounder?
Yeah, no. Well, rebounding maybe.
I bet you he's a better shot blocker and rebounder than Dirk.
Jokic's defense was his biggest weak point when he was early on in the league. Like
Yeah, but it ain't now.
He's got better, but Dirk's defense was never in the question. Dirk can play some defense.
Calvin, because that's blurred out, that looked like you were holding something. Right.
Just a Gatorade,
I know, but it got blurred out by your camera because you got that filter on it. So when you was lifting up the drink.
What'd you think it was, bro? My question.
No Diddy. Pause. No Diddy. It just looked back because it was like blurred out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just looked funny.
It's not what you think, though.
I know it ain't. I was just messing with you.
Nah.
Calvin, you taking Dirk or you taking Jokic?
Like to build a dynasty, or like what's the context around that?
Who's the better player?
God damn, that's tough.
It is tough.
I'm taking Dirk. Now, Mark, I get what you're saying to your point, but we're talking about it's not they play two different. It's hard to compare because they play two different
exactly, bro. They play different games, bro.
I understand, but I know that's why it's hard to compare.
In a complete game edge, I got to give the Jokic. I just think his complete game's better than Dirk's.
No, I'm taking Dirk. I think Dirk's a better individual.
And I love Dirk. I used to try to emulate that fucking fadeaway with the knee up in the air shot he used to do all the time. A little step back.
Oh. Now, do you think Jokic has the success he has if he's not on the team he's on? Or do you think that he translates that anywhere?
Anywhere.
Because he's surrounded by
I don't care.
I don't think so.
I don't care. He's that talented, bro.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think that you put him.
You stick him on a really bad team. This guy's dropping 35 every night.
That doesn't translate to wins.
They're not. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you got to have people around you, but I still think he'd put up his production in terms of numbers. If he was on a really bad team, they might lose by 25, but he's still going to get a triple-double.
I think if you put him, let's say, like,
put him on the Wizards. What is he doing?
No, he's going to get his game. He's going to get his stats and everything.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to get his numbers regardless.
He's going to get his numbers, but as a team and everything, the people on that squad, they're not going to – if he's in a high post, you throw him in or whatever, he kicks it back out and everything, I don't think they're making as many shots as the –
Then he's not getting his numbers then because he's not getting the assists.
That's not the debate. He's going to get the numbers because he's going to get the ball the most.
I'm saying like his points will increase. I feel like his shot attempts will increase and everything.
He's going to rebound.
The only thing I can see him really struggling with is assists.
Correct.
That's why I say I think his shot percentage would go up and everything.
He's going to rebound, and he's going to score the basketball or wherever he.
But going back to what you were saying, though, Dirk or Jokic, That's a tough one, bro, because they're very, very similar. Not similar, but like there's really not that much big difference as far as like who's a better defender or like obviously Dirk's a better shooter and everything. But when it gets to like passing, that's Jokic. Bringing the ball up, like
Jokic.
dribbling, like I really don't know that one. I would say Jokic because he can bring the ball up and he has done it before. But
bro, Dirk's handles he didn't bring the ball up. His handles were stupid. Dirk on a
you gotta have some good, really good handles as a 7-footer to bring the ball up. Period.
Yeah,
that takes a insane amount of trust.
Again, we're talking about. I'm not looking at that because that's just the system or style of ball that he's playing.
He can do that anywhere. He's talented. That's his talent.
But I'm saying the team Dirk was constructed on, the type of team Dirk was on, we don't know. He could have brought the ball up. We've seen his handle. Now, he didn't play. He was in a more traditional basketball setting, unlike the modern day, big men. He was a big part of the stretch four being like a thing, and these Europeans or whatever. But Dirk didn't have to bring the ball up. Like the system is evolved around Jokic bringing the ball up. Dirk could have been in a system where he brought the ball up, but he didn't because that wasn't required of him. Not to say he couldn't, but that's the system. So that's why I don't look at things like, oh, he can bring the ball up. Okay, cool. It's not like Dirk just didn't have the handle to bring it up. He had the handle. He probably could have. That's the system. I'm looking at the individual talent, but I'm also looking at the context of the team because this Denver team is a completely different type of team than what Dirk was on. Like they ran more traditional basketball, bring up your traditional point guard, bringing the ball up, feeding Dirk facing up or staying in the post, high post, looking backside. They played more traditional versus this Denver team. It's a completely different kind of basketball. I'm talking about the individual talent of a player. I'm taking top 10 all-time scoring, 7-foot German Jesus, Dirk Nowitzki.
I got Jokic by a hair. It's close. I mean, they're not far. I mean, you could interchange both of them, honestly.
I'm taking Dirk.
Okay, so when all said and done, 10 years from now, you don't think Jokic will be one of the best stretch, whatever you want to label him, center, stretch four, whatever, never played a game?
It depends how. I mean, the only
I'm
thing.
talking 10 years from now.
I feel like the only thing that's going to separate that debate is if Jokic wins more titles. That's the only thing I think that will separate it.
Well, shit, he might win one again this year.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they were down 0-2. Now they're back. They're back.
It's hard to say because we don't. The hardest part about speculating stuff like that is we don't know. He could be on this high right now, and in 2 seasons he could be struggling to. Which
You're absolutely right.
A lot of stuff would have.
So
to
you
happen.
really can't. You can't even have this debate for another 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's hard to say, Taylor, because we never know. In 5 years, he could not be in the league for some. Like,
You're
we
correct.
Don't know.
Did he get really hurt real bad?
Exactly. He might get an injury he never comes back from.
Yep.
I don't know. If his career ends, if he retires after this, for some reason, if he retires after this season, he's a Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Famer for sure. But if he retires after the season, I would not put him top 5 centers of all time. If he were to retire this season, 10 more years, maybe. This season, no. He's not up there with Will. He's not up there with Kareem. He's not up there with Shaq.
No, not currently. No.
So, I don't know.
So I said that you can't even have this debate for another 10 years.
Yeah, we got to wait.
You got to look at the totality of everything.
Yeah. Because who knows? Let's say he might. I mean, there's a chance he could win this championship here, and then next season something happens and he's averaging 15 points a game. Like, we never know. We've seen it with guys that average 30 points per game one season, the next season they're averaging 12. You never know. You never know. Guys, I don't even know if I brought notes for this today. I thought I had some.
But it's been a damn minute since we all got on this.
How about Comcast getting Apple TV? I think it was Peacock and was it HBO? I gotta look this up. Hold on. Basically what it is just they're going back to cable essentially.
But they're just streaming.
Some bullshit. Honest, what's going on over there?
Well, I thought Mark was. What do you mean?
Background, somebody working out?
Hey, I'm at the gym, bro. The studio at the gym.
Oh, I forgot.
Are you can hear the people?
Yeah, I can hear the people like dropping. Are they dropping weights or racking something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the little metal cling in the back and everything. So
Yeah, it's 6:30 is usually like prime time. Well, we have a class that starts at 6, so that's like prime time, gym time.
There it is.
Gym.
Comcast.
Found it?
Yeah, Comcast launched Netflix, Apple TV, and Peacock bundle. So basically, boys, we're just going back to cable. So they're doing a bundle. They're going to make it cheaper, and people who aren't subscribed to Comcast obviously are going to pay more for those services individually. Eventually, it sounds like these cable companies are just going to buy stuff up. I saw Warner Brothers and Disney, well, HBO and Disney are about to go into business together, like Warner Brothers and Disney, bro. Remember, like, I think it was like a year and a half ago, finally, we had this conversation about they might do this.
Yeah.
You remember that? And
Yeah.
here it is. They're about to do it.
The ops teaming up.
Just all these, they're all teaming up with different things, bro.
They're trying to break bread together.
Eventually, I'm telling you, it's just going to be you pay $100 a month or $120 a month, right? And you get all the streaming services plus cable television. It's just going to happen. It's coming.
I mean, why not, bro? Just make everything simpler.
It would be a whole lot simpler just to be able to click one app and everything's right there. Now, the algorithms would be fucked on that, probably, in terms of speed and everything. But essentially, that's where it's headed, in my opinion. That's the way it looks. I would say the next 20, 30 years, you could easily see it just your TV just has one app, and it's literally everything. You can access everything. Every TV show, every movie, whatever.
Is that even? Is that even legal? Because isn't that a monopoly?
I don't know, bro. I mean, Disney's about to buy freaking HBO, Warner Brothers, and
well, they're not buying it. They're not buying each other. They're collabing.
Well, yeah, that's true. And then look, I mean, Disney bought. I know you saw what I said in the group text earlier.
The Venu or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that they have TNT, they have ESPN, and then
Fox.
What was the other one? Fox. They damn near have all the sports.
Well, that's the point. That's what the point of the app is. But it's just for sports.
I mean, I'm glad because it will make life a whole lot easier for sure. But
I mean, I don't see any. I don't have a problem with it because it's a win-win. Well, at least as a consumer, it's a win-win.
Yes.
Because I can subscribe to whichever one has the stuff up. Because right now I have a Netflix, I have an HBO, I have an Amazon Prime, which I have the Prime by default because I have a Prime membership for shipping and handling. So like the Amazon Prime, I don't really count because even if they didn't have the streaming Prime, I would still have Prime for my online, the e-commerce part. So I don't even really count that. This comes with it. But like I don't have Peacock. So like there's things like Peacock and stuff I don't have. But I don't need. So I feel like you can. So you know how like back in the day with cable, you're overpaying because you have all this stuff that comes with it, but like half the stuff you don't watch, and it's like, how come you can't just charge me for this stuff I do watch and exclude all this other stuff? And you couldn't do that. Now you basically can do that for yourself. If you don't I don't need YouTube TV because everything I need is on Hulu, HBO, Netflix. So I don't need YouTube TV. I don't need Peacock. I don't need Paramount, et cetera, et cetera. I can customize what I need based on me, and it's still cheap. Paying those is still cheaper than paying for a full cable.
The problem for me
so
is
I'm all for it.
Problem for me is I consume media on all those streaming services, so I got them all. There's like 2 or 3 things I like on each service that I know I'm going to watch religiously.
Shit, not me. If there's something I can use just YouTube, like regular YouTube shit, and they be having the full episodes on those. I don't know how they get away with it.
I was like, they get away with it for a little bit, then they get copyrighted.
Well, I know there's some loopholes. Like they have full episodes of Family on YouTube, but what they do is
they'll zoom in.
Yeah, so because it's not the original dimensions of
they zoom in for like 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they'll zoom in, zoom out, and then like it's like cut off in certain parts.
Yeah,
and I think because of that, it's not the original copyrighted version of the
There'll be a
episode.
line missing. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's like a loophole to where they have these full episodes of stuff on YouTube, and it's all legal.
Yeah,
keep doing it. Keep doing it. We love it out here.
Shit, if I was these places like if I was putting out a TV show and exclusivity is starting to become a thing, because now like if you want to watch certain movies that are only exclusive to Apple TV or Hulu,
right?
Then it helps the streaming company, because if you want to see this show, you'll go get the Hulu, even if you get it for the 1 month and they cancel it. You'll go get it just so you can watch this show. That's how I got HBO. I had to see what this what's it called? Help me out. The dragons and stuff.
House of Dragons season 2.
No, not House of Dragons, but the one before that.
Game of Thrones.
Yes, Game of Thrones. So I was like, that was the only show.
Wise decision you made there.
That led me right. But if I had a show, which I don't know, I think eventually we're gonna get to this, because YouTube is starting to become like YouTube money is starting to become real. I know a lot of like comedians are just paying out of pocket for their specials. They're putting them on YouTube, and they're making their money back, and they own everything. Because when you post stuff on YouTube, you own it. It's just a platform to post stuff. YouTube doesn't own your stuff. And so in my head, I'm like, bro, you could probably make a movie. Let's say you're a producer, and you can make a movie, you can make a TV show, throw it on YouTube, pay some money to advertise it, social media advertise, maybe get a commercial because you got this big budget that you normally would from putting it on a show or putting it on a network, you put it on YouTube. I feel like if you do it right, you could probably make more money putting stuff on YouTube.
Well, that already happens. I mean, with like, they're not A-list movies, but like, you'll be like in your recommendations sometimes, and it'll say, there'll just be movies that say free with ads. They've already started doing that.
Right. So I would start doing, and I would even put in my contract, hey, we'll drop this on Fox or HBO. We'll have it on here. We'll drop it. After a year, we're throwing it on YouTube, and then we can recoup that money people watching on YouTube.
Yeah, because people are just going to watch it and watch it and watch it because it's free. Watch it.
Exactly.
You're just going to rack up millions upon millions of views. I mean, that's money.
I would team up with YouTube, like, hey, we want to do a YouTube original or something. Because I know like
it's Drew coming. I think you're right. It's coming.
Yeah, and then that's the biggest win-win. Whoever's creating the content as the individual person created, this is also more for like individuals wanting to create stuff and not as necessarily networks. But like if you want to create, you're a producer, you want to own and produce your own movie, you can do that, put it on YouTube, and you own 100% of it. So the money you get back, obviously you got to pay your overhead, but the money you get back, it's just more to keep. Because Drewski Could Have Been House. It's a show, but it's just on YouTube. And I saw in an interview, he like makes good money per episode, and he's paying it up front. Which is a crazy show, by the way.
All these podcasts are on there. Like you said, comedians are putting their specials up there or putting like hour-long videos of them roasting people, or you know what I'm saying? Like, like Matt Rife, for example.
Yeah, his crowd work.
He has a couple specials on Netflix, right? But a lot of his shit is on YouTube. He puts a lot of his shit on there where he's roasting the crowd, and it's like an hour long, or he actually has like a full special on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And look at him, dude. I mean,
Andrew Schultz put
yep.
his infamous on YouTube.
Yep, and a lot of his best roast of crowd, he does the same thing. 30, 50-minute long video of him roasting the crowd.
Yeah.
Like a compilation of it. And he's making millions. Both of them are making millions off of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's genius.
Ivy Talks Podcast
They own the
Network is on
property.
YouTube.
They don't have to pay out, whatever a percentage to a company to air their stuff, like Comedy Central or whatever, MTV, whatever. And they own all of it. They don't have to pay a cent to a licensing and publisher to get it out there, or for Comedy Central to pick it up.
And we know how aggressive Comedy Central get.
Yeah. Well, look, now roasts are coming off Comedy Central. Netflix took the roast.
Oh yeah,
that shit was awesome. Did y'all watch the whole thing?
I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. I watched about half of it.
Oh, dude. There were a couple of them that got up there. I about pissed myself. I was laughing so hard.
Man, Kevin Hart, that dude came out firing.
Yeah, I know. I will say this. A lot of them had good jokes on him, though. I thought Nikki Glaser was really good.
Yeah.
She was really good. Did you see what's his name? Tony Hinchcliffe? He was the guy who went after Dana White, if you've gotten that far.
No, I don't think I got that far.
You gotta he's got some in there that are pretty good.
I might go back and pick up where I left off.
It is long, bro. 3 hours. It's a long ass roast. I couldn't.
Yeah, that's long.
Jeff Ross, I ain't gonna lie. Jeff Ross, he pissed Tom Brady off with the massage joke with Robert Kraft.
Oh yeah,
that shit.
He got up there and said, "Don't say that shit again."
He said, "Don't say that shit again." Yeah, I was like, "Damn, he pissed Tom off already."
And that was early on.
Early.
Calvin, you ready for July?
What's in July?
July 20th, bro.
Bro, I feel like I don't want to go to that jump.
Bro, I'm gonna be back in town. We gonna get turned up, bro. I'm gonna pull up. We're gonna have just straight cigars and Black and Milds, bro. We're gonna go in that joint to Indy's reunion.
Oh. Summits is literally Saturday.
This Saturday?
I'll be at a wedding, so I'll see you at the wedding, Calvin.
Yeah, I just picked up my tux today too. I put that shit on, and then the lady asked me, she was like, "Yeah, is it gonna be inside or outside?" I was like, and I had to think to myself, I'm like, this shit outside, bro, because I'm gonna be sweating so bad. With that jacket on, we got a jacket, a vest, and the shirt. And when you have like you gotta put an undershirt under that junk just so you don't sweat through it.
You're preaching in a choir, bro. I got married late June. We got lucky as hell for my wedding, though, bro. That was that week, bro, where it was like 102. You remember that week? It was in middle of June. That shit was like 102, 103, 104, like the whole damn week. And then it came to our wedding, and it cooled off to like 83, which was still warm. I mean, you're wearing a tuxedo. You're still hot as balls in there, obviously. But I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to be standing up there at 102 degrees just sweating my nuts off. Probably going to pass out, bro, because I'm getting married, so your nerves are shot. You're making a life decision.
Mark up there, he had the little paper towel in his hand. While they go, he said,
I'm telling you, bro. Thank God it cooled off. It cooled off just enough, but I will tell you this: hopefully, I think it's they were getting married in the same place Dean Madison did. So it's like it's covered, I think, if it's outside, if I remember straight. Because I was in Dee's wedding and I remember it being covered. Like there was like an awning or whatever. I don't know.
Dude, you know the worst one? The worst one, but the best one was Jay's wedding. Because the way that they had the ceremony and everything, the sun was literally at the peak, just beaming down on you.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And
rough.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
We were up on that hill, bro. We were up on that hill, and that son bitch was starting to set, and it was beaming through them clouds.
The pictures were dope as fuck, but bro, I was up there sweating so bad.
Like, oh, dude, yeah, dude, my wedding, there was not a cloud in the sky, so we were all sweating, but not as bad. But the worst part was, I don't know if this happened to you at Jay's wedding, but the damn shoes, like standing on the cobblestone or the concrete, the sun's rays were coming up through the concrete into the shoes. Bro, my feet felt like they were stepping in lava. I couldn't, I was standing, a wedding takes like 30, 40 minutes, I'm like, my feet are burning. I'm like, all right, let's speed this up. My God. Dude. And same thing happened to me at my brother's wedding when he got married in September. I don't know what it is. Them some bitches just, it feels like you're sticking your feet in hot glue.
What shoes were you wearing? We were in black shoes?
Brown.
Shit,
but they're leather, bro. They're that leather, and they got that rubber sole on the bottom. That shit just traps
soaks up all that damn heat, bro. Just coming through
just
the ground.
Sucks it in. Bro, you out there looking like you 5 years old again, not trying to step on the fucking lava, moving your feet around and shit, just trying to get them cool off.
I was out there during the ceremony doing the Cupid shuffle low key, just trying to get some on my feet. Like, damn. Hey, yo, cut that out. We don't. That's crazy.
Hey, man.
What happened?
Crazy, bro.
What happened?
You know.
Did he?
Hey, you know what you did? Bro. Hey, is there NBA on tonight? Is Timberwolves playing?
I'm sure. I don't know if he was playing.
But Cal, I'm gonna try to come in for a week. And Mark, yeah, there's a game at 7:30. The Timberwolves and the Nuggets.
You say when? I might mess around and take off a few days.
Around July 20th of the reunion, because I think the 20th of Friday. No, the 20th is Saturday. I'm thinking about maybe flying in on the Thursday, and then leaving Tuesday. So I can be there for like a weekend and a couple.
Yo, like for real though, like let me know. Because I might mess around and take off a few days for that. I ain't gonna BS you, my boy.
And I might come back in August too. I don't know yet.
You just go ahead and move back. It's all right.
You said what?
Go ahead and move back. It's all right.
That's the plan. We'll see. I don't know.
And we'll be hitting cigar lounge. We'll be hitting that cigar lounge every week, son.
You said what?
We'll be hitting that cigar lounge every week.
Every Friday, damn near.
Y'all would be hitting that, bro. I would not be driving down that much.
Every other week for you, Calvin?
Yeah, something like that.
I'll come pick you up, Calvin, just like old times, bro. I used to take you home.
Bro, this is before I got a car. Dude, I would literally go hang out with Finis in Spring Hill. This motherfucker would drive me all the way back to Franklin and make the track all the way back to Spring Hill. I was like, this motherfucker probably hate me right now. He probably hate me. If I should hang out, he'd be like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Those are the days, man.
Oh, man. I didn't realize how long that drive was, bro, until you took me home today. I was like, damn, bro, this is actually I should not be zoned for independence.
I don't know how you are. It's actually wild.
It's actually wild. It's actually so. You know what Jim Warren Park is, Mark?
Yes.
You say what? I can't hear you.
He said yes.
Oh, okay. So you know where the Pee Wee football fields are?
Yeah, I played there. Franklin Cowboys. Yep.
Yeah, the Pee Wee football fields. My neighborhood is literally like across
the street.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you zoned for Indians?
Exactly.
Bro, you know the crazy part
Franklin High School's right there.
It's in my backyard. You know the crazy thing about it?
5 minutes down the road.
Not even 2.
That's insane.
Bro, so check this out. So you got
That's
West
crazy.
Haven. You got West Haven down the street. They were used to be Franklin. They're zoned for Independence. There's there's 4 other neighborhoods around me. Two of them go to Centennial, mine and another one go to Independence. The other one goes to Franklin.
You know what it is? It's because they keep building all these neighborhoods in Spring Hill, so now they're filtering more kids into Summit and they're taking more kids from the Spring Hill area and putting them in Summit rather than Independence. So now Independence is grabbing more Franklin.
I guarantee you, they probably changed the zoning now since I've been out of high school. I guarantee you, those kids probably go to Franklin now.
I can't believe they don't go to. Yeah, that's fucking insane. I mean, I'm glad you were zoned for Indy. I mean, we all made friendships with you. So there's a perk there. But damn,
bro, it's crazy too. I got Freedom, Poplar Grove across the street. Franklin didn't go to none of them damn schools.
Yeah, because you went to what, Hillsboro?
I went to Hillsboro, then Winstead.
Damn, your mama drove all the way out there?
Hell no, the bus came and got me.
In the same neighborhood?
Yeah.
Y'all were zoned for Hillsboro?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, that's like
I went to
Hillsboro.
I went to Hillsboro for a little bit for elementary. Winstead was built. Went there. Went back to Hillsboro for middle school and then Independence for high school. Obviously.
Hillsboro like 30, 40 minutes, bro. That's on the other side of Leapers Fork.
In the boonies, bro.
I know. I didn't even know exactly where it was till a couple years ago. I was doing a job out in the boonies, like you just said, and I was driving and I seen the school. I was like, what the fuck is that? What? And sure enough, it was Hillsboro. I was like, God damn, that's way out there. Holy shit.
Bro, that school is so small, bro.
It has to be on the border, bro.
They got an elementary and middle school.
It's like on the border of Williamson County and Hickman County, ain't it? Like, or Dixon or whatever. No, it's way out there.
It's close to the Fairview side.
But it's not in Fairview.
No, it's more closer to Fairview than anything.
You were actually closer to Fairview Elementary than you were Hillsboro.
Not by that much, though.
That's insane. That's and fucking Johnson
they did a terrible job
right down the damn street.
You say what?
Johnson Elementary right down the damn street.
Bro, that's why my mom moved into that neighborhood. She's like, oh, school's all across the street. Oh, that's perfect for Calvin. Didn't go to not damn one of them.
That's insane.
It is, bro. My mom, dude, she was pissed off when she found out that none of those schools I was zoned for. She was like,
I'm sure. Because if you missed the bus, she got to haul your ass all the way out there, man. Damn.
Nah, dude, I just didn't go to school that day and I got an ass beating.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's insane. Well, it's just like when Summit opened up. Like Finest knows I lived in Ridgeport, right? So right off Duplex Road in Buckner. 4 minutes away from Summit. I was zoned for Independence. That shit was a 20-minute drive. I don't know how this shit. And the cutoff was Wingate. You remember that, Finest?
Yeah.
Wingate was zoned for Summit. And right to the right of Wingate is fucking Ridgeport.
Who makes these decisions? Because
I don't even know why. I don't even know how Crown Point wasn't zoned for Summit either. I mean, it's a rock's throw from Summit.
It's weird. So I think,
now it's all open zone, so it don't matter.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? So, like you said, in Crown Point, I'm around the corner from Summit as well. I come out Crown Point, turn right.
You're like 3 minutes away too. Yeah.
I turn right is right there. Yeah. Versus Independence, I got to go all the way down. I got to go out of Spring Hill, go to Thompson State.
Fight the traffic in Thompson State. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think what happened was, because I think they actually gave me a choice to go to Summit or to stay at Indy. I had a choice because of where I was. And I think originally I'm zoned for Independence, but because I lived closer to Summit, they would let me choose. I chose to stay at Independence, which, my brothers were grandfathered in, et cetera, et cetera. But if you go down 3 or 4 houses, it's Summit. Like Jesse Box, he lives a couple of stop signs down. He's zoned for Summit, but even closer to my apartment, I think my house, if you go down to that stop sign, if you go straight past my house, that stops, you're in Summit. zoning.
The neighborhood across the street from where you is zoned for Summit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's very weird. I remember a couple of years ago, Cameron Farms, right on Buckner. That's literally a minute from Summit. There was like a year or two where they rezoned that whole neighborhood to Independence. It's literally across the street from Summit High School. I mean, literally across the street.
That probably has so many petitions and stuff, bro.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it only lasted a year or two, and then Cameron Farms was rezoned back to Summit and Spring Station. But for a year or two, they rezoned all those kids to Heritage and Independence.
I feel like if you have all those schools so close together in neighborhoods, it's like, wouldn't you just say fuck it? Like, just let the
Why don't you just make this Williamson County side Spring Hill go to Summit, and then make the little outskirts of Spring Hill / Thompson Station kids, like all Thompson Station kids go to Indy, period. And then you take the little outskirts, like Finis just said, like him or whatever, or like closer to the border. Okay, you can go to Summit, you can go to Independence, whatever. We're going to give you the choice. But like, I feel like most of the kids probably should be zoned for Summit inside of Spring Hill on the Williamson County side.
I think it's a numbers game. Because now
that probably plays a lot of it too, right? Because you can't have 4,000 or 5,000 kids.
Yeah, if you do that,
school.
Right? If you do that zoning, if we go do what makes sense, there'd be so many students at Summit and not enough at Independence.
That's a fair assessment. Yes.
Yeah, because I've seen the zoning. Well, I remember I think
it got updated again. Because I saw the zoning
when we were in like our senior year. I saw the zoning map, and it's not
it's not
perfect. It's like this.
It's like squiggles.
Yeah, and I think they try to even out the student population as best as they can within the proximity. So it just doesn't make sense sometimes.
They're going to have to probably make another high school inside of Spring Hill on the Williamson County side before too long. They're not going to have a choice.
You think so?
Bro, they got you go up the street.
In the next, I was listening to the mayor on this podcast because I don't know why, but he thinks in the next 5 to 10 years, the population I think he said was like 65,000 right now. He thinks in the next 5 to 10 years, they're going to have 15 to 20,000 more people moving here. That's going to put his
Spring Hill alone?
Yes. That would put the population over 80,000 people. They're almost pushing 100,000 people in this town. If that happens.
Where are they going to build it at, bro? Because you go up the street in Spring Hill.
They probably could. Probably somewhere on Duplex. Maybe. I don't know.
You going to put next to Summit?
You're going to put two.
Well, look, bro. Look at all the elementary schools, bro. You got Allendale and Chapman's literally a minute apart, and then 3 minutes from there you got Longview, and then 3 minutes from Longview you got
Thompson Station. You got Thompson Station.
And then from Heritage you got 3 minutes to Thompson Station, so they sit on each other. Oh, and then they built a new elementary school behind Chick-fil-A in Spring Hill. So you literally can see Heritage Elementary and Heritage Middle from that school. Seriously, like in the backdrop.
But where
they built it right behind Chick-fil-A. Huh?
Where they gonna put it at, bro? Like they
I don't know. They got the room probably behind Chick-fil-A to put another high school if they wanted to.
No, it'd be terrible for traffic. Traffic would be
it'd be a nightmare. Already is a nightmare. It'd be even worse. But I mean, dude, if they're going to get north of
something, bro.
If they're going to get north of 80,000 people, you got to think, bro. Some in Independence are going to be slammed with kids.
We thought our graduating class was big finest.
Slammed.
They're gonna be.
I mean, and Indy pulls from Franklin too. It's not like they just pull from Spring Hill Thompson Station. They're pulling from Franklin too.
Deep into Franklin, bro.
Right, obviously. Very deep.
I wonder if they could. I wonder if what they should do before building another high school in Spring Hill.
They got a better road system.
Yeah. It's not very big. Well, not even that. If Thompson Station's pulling from Franklin, how about the people in Franklin? You let go of some of those students and you rezone them for Centennial and Franklin because that makes more sense. And then you have Independence pull from more Spring Hill and more of Thompson Station. And that way you kind of eat into Spring Hill a little bit. And then that way you can kind of settle the population problem. And you can still have Spring Hill still be for Summit. And then the side on like pretty much Buckner, and maybe a little bit into Spring Hill from Buckner, a little bit east or whatever that is, go to. Because that's still, if you're on Buckner,
Summit pulls the Bethesda kids. So all the kids out in Bethesda, they don't go to Page. They go to Summit.
Right. So, but you could pull the people that are right there by Buckner in those subdivisions to an extent. Just send them to Thompson Station or Thompson Station. Send them to Indy. Thompson Station goes to Indy, and then you have everybody else on the east side of Spring Hill just go to Summit. And if that's still too much, then you can just go a little further into Spring Hill and take them to Independence. Because if you're on that side, you can get to Indy pretty quick. Just take the 31 because it's not like you're going from the crossings all the way to Independence.
Right.
I feel like that would make more sense than to build a whole new school in Spring Hill.
I don't know, man. They've got to do something. But like I said, they just built a brand new elementary school that sits right on top of Heritage Elementary. I mean, right on top of it. You literally can see
campus.
You literally, well, not on the same street, but one street over, basically, right? It's behind Chick-fil-A. I mean, if you go to it down that road, you can see the school, and you can literally see Heritage Elementary in the backdrop, passing it. They're just right there. I mean, Chapman's is right there, Allendale's right there, Longview is right there. You've got 3 elementary schools on Duplex Road alone.
It's only going to get worse.
Well,
Nashville has been the fastest growing city for like a decade. One of the fastest growing cities for a decade.
It's not stopping anytime soon.
No, it's not.
Everybody thought, it's going to bullshit. It ain't going to decline for a while.
Yeah, it was one of the fastest growing before COVID. I remember being when I think it was our senior year of high school. I went to my church and he was talking about, we're one of the 100 people a day moved to Nashville. We're one of the fastest growing cities in the country. That was 10 years ago. Correct. And it's still one of the fastest growing. And it's going to get to I don't know what's going to happen.
That's why all this shit's coming here, bro. If I would have told you 20 years ago that In-N-Out Burger, Whataburger, just all these different like niche chain restaurants that are not anywhere remotely in the stratosphere of Tennessee, you would have laughed at me. Right? You would have laughed at me. I mean, my God, Tim Hortons. I don't know if you know what Tim Hortons is. That's like a Canadian coffee and bakery type place. They're coming to Nashville. They're not even from the United States, man. They're coming.
It just shows how great the city is. We just have stuff we got to figure out because our economy. We have the economy for it.
The economy.
It's just being able to support the amount of people.
The infrastructure is bad for sure.
Yeah.
The economy is fine.
They didn't expect Nashville to even get like this, bro. Like, whoever thought Nashville would have this influx of people moving in and all these businesses? Like, nobody thought that.
You get in the new Titan Stadium, and it's going to be state-of-the-art. I mean, they're getting all this shit and getting all these events too, bro. They get all these big events like, I know you don't care about baseball, Finest, but we don't have a MLB team. We have a minor league team, obviously, in the Nashville Sound, but we do not have an MLB team. And MLB did their winter meetings in Nashville, which is basically where all the owners come together and they discuss like the NBA will do, where they discuss maybe new rules, rule changes, see if the salary cap's going to move up, down, whatever. But they came to Nashville. We don't even have an MLB team, bro.
Right.
That was just kind of eye popping to me. I'm like, we don't even have a damn team. Now, apparently, that's going to change in the near future, but we'll see about that. But
I think in the next 10 years, Nashville will become a mecca of opportunity, very similar to New York and LA.
Yeah, dude, that's you saw the skyline. You saw the skyline last week. I mean, it's ever changing. It's constantly getting bigger. I saw this video this guy, he's an architect, and he was showing, I guess it was like one of the news, because I guess it was a news report, and he had like all these buildings that are supposed, all the skyscrapers that are supposed to go in and shit, bro. There was probably 150 skyscrapers that have been approved or are about to be approved that are going to go in downtown. I mean, it was crazy. And then there were some that had, I guess the funding ran out, so they stopped them. They were in red, but most of them were green and blue. Green meant they had been already approved. They're about to break ground, or they've already broken ground. They're building them. And then blue was proposed and most likely to get accepted. We're gonna look at this city in 20, 30 years from now. Like we look at it now, obviously growing up here, like this is insane. You imagine it 20 years from now, dude. You won't even want to go to downtown.
I mean, I don't want to go now.
I know, right?
I'd be downtown's a madhouse in primetime hours. But that's why we're the Guardians. We got to protect our city.
Yeah.
Now you're not allowed to move anymore.
I'm moving regardless, bro. I'm not.
I'm gonna slash your tires.
Moving? Where you moving?
That's okay. Anywhere.
Damn.
Anywhere. Well, Arizona obviously is the goal, but
let him spread his wings a little bit. He'll be back.
Our Guardians must assemble. All right, fellas. It's about that time. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defense rests. All right, this has been another episode of Guardians for 5.
Hold on, whoa, no hypotheticals?
I don't have any. I don't have any right now. I'll have some next week.
Damn, bro, I was looking forward to that. I was looking for some crazy shit. But
should we do the same day, same time next week?
You want to keep it on Thursdays?
Yeah, why not? We're in the dead period of sports. Essentially.
All right. We can keep it on Thursdays. I'll change it on the calendar.
All right, but when we gonna do NBA? You want to do it right after this thing, Finest, or you want to do another day?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, we can do it right after this.
I bet. Cool. Well, we're gonna jump off of here, and I'm gonna change locations because the game about to start. So.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna jump off. I'm just staying here.
Oh. Okay.
All right, people. We'll catch you guys next week.
See ya.
I'm gonna chase my